All right, Charles, go ahead.
Hey, first of all, good afternoon, Isaiah, or good
Good
evening.
afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is Charles Grievous with GoBlackKnights.com. First and foremost, can you kind of walk us through what you worked on at practice today?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we just start off with, the typical special teams periods. And then after that, we go into just a little competition, the O versus D, some kind of in-game situations. And then we'll go through individuals. And then from then on, usually goes with team periods, and then, some more competition. And that's how it ends with competition at the end of practice as well.
Okay, got you. And honestly speaking, I think the cornerback position is one of the most challenging and difficult positions in football, especially facing, their RPO type offenses, which many programs obviously run to some degree today. With that being said, what have you worked on during the offseason and going into spring ball to kind of round out your game?
You said corner?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, sir. Yeah. So I just really work on just being good with my eyes and just working on footwork as well. And the biggest thing is just making sure that I'm 100% on the plays and just being able to study them and know them so I'm able to play faster. That's really the biggest thing I harped on this offseason.
All right, great. And just my final question to you, and when it comes to defensive backs, I'm a huge Sean Taylor and Ed Reed fan because of their physicality and how they also have strong cover skills, although both were safeties. Is there a player out there that you admire their game as a corner or safety and maybe even emulate their style of play?
Yes, sir. Jalen Ramsey is definitely a corner that I like to really watch and try to emulate, as best as I can, especially, being from Jacksonville, and that's where he came to first. So I was able to actually see him in person a few times. That was really awesome. So I really like to look at him, and I like the style that he plays.
Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Isaiah, this is Ken Kreitzer with SAL Radio. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, tell us a little bit. You got in quite a few, all 13 games last year. Tell us a little bit about some of the high points of your season last year.
Yes, sir. I was really just glad that I was blessed with the opportunity to, play and contribute to the team and just help the team out. And a lot of times we were able to get the victories, and I'm just happy that I was able to do my 111th.
Yeah, maybe tell us a little bit about your progression on the team at West Point. Is it like you started scout team and you played special teams and you're working your way into playing on the defense?
Yes, sir. So the freshman year, I started on the scout team. Sophomore year, I was blessed to travel and play on special teams a little bit. This past year, I was able to play a lot more special teams as well. And then I was able to work myself into the defense at corner as well. And I'm hoping I can do the same thing and help contribute to the team even more this year.
Very good. Now, which of the special teams did you play on? Did you have a big play, a big tackle that you remember?
I played on a kickoff, punt return, and some kickoff as well in the past. Big plays. No, I just did my job, and I just tried to, do the best that I could. So we got all work together as one unit.
Absolutely. How is it, we don't get a chance to talk about special teams that much. And I just wanted to ask, when you're out on the kickoff team, in a big game, how is that for you? Does it help prepare you for the days when you're asked to play cornerback on defense?
Yes, sir. Especially on kickoff, it sets the tone. And here we take a lot of pride in our special teams. It's awesome. So it definitely helps, my mentality, and helps me set the tone for when I get in and I'm able to help the team out.
Very good. And maybe just a final thought. Tell us about why you selected West Point and what's your academic direction at the academy?
Yes, sir. I definitely selected West Point because of the culture that I could tell that it had on my visit, and how loving and how caring the coaches are, and just how much they want the best for us. And they really fostered and showed us that culture of brotherhood that we have. And I felt it felt like home. It felt good. So that definitely is one of the biggest reasons why I chose West Point. And from academics, I major in environmental science, and it's going well for me. It's a lot of fun, and I'm looking just maybe study after school or after I graduate from here, but I'm not really 100% sure on that yet.
Well, that's a very important field. Hey, great to see you. Hopefully next time we can see you in person.
Yes, sir. That'd be great.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Isaiah, Ken McMillan with the Times Herald Record. How do you see your role, or how do you hope to see your role come this fall?
I just hope to see, that whenever I do get on the field, whether especially whether that's on the defense, that I can help contribute and help do my job. And that's really all I'm looking to do. Whatever my opportunity is, I'm just gonna make the most of it and do my best.
What makes you a good cornerback? What skills do you bring to that spot?
I definitely think my speed and my strength helps me at that position, and just my tenacity.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about your special teams play. Do you like, playing that role? Do you, would you like to continue if you were, say, in the starting lineup at corner?
Yes, sir. Special teams is great. I love the culture around it and how much energy that goes into it. And it's just as important as offense and defense. So whenever I can contribute, I want to do it. I'm going to make the most of it. It's great.
Is there more excitement playing special teams just because of the nature of the speed and the contact?
It definitely, there's definitely, that big adrenaline rush, and, you can really feel it when because like you said, like the speed of it and just all the contact, it's like a war. So everybody's going every which way, but yeah, it's awesome.
Is it harder to play in a special teams role because you're so far apart at the start of the play? Whereas when you're a corner, at least you could be up toward the line, maybe 10 yards off the line, 15 yards off, and you can get your assignment quicker.
It's definitely, there's little differences in it, but at the end of the day, we still have our assignments on special teams, and you still have to execute it no matter. Sometimes you're close, sometimes you're far. So it varies, but at the end of the day, it's all about assignment and your technique.
What did you want to work on your game as far as becoming a better corner?
Definitely one aspect of me is just my patience and play recognition.
Mm-hmm. We were talking the other day, and I understand that there's been some changes with the how you guys approach it back there. I know that they weren't going to reveal secrets, but do you like the new system that's kind of being implemented?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's great. I love it, and we're working on it every day, and I just look forward to as a whole unit just getting better.
You were a prep player at US Prep. What did you like the year there? And do the kids who come out of there, do they have a little bit of an advantage over the direct admits?
So yes, I did enjoy my prep year. Unfortunately, I got hurt at the preseason, so I didn't end up getting to play. But one thing that I really do like about prep is that you really, get strong in the weight room, and you also already learn some of the plays, a lot of the plays that they do up here at West Point. So, it can only be an advantage as much as you want it. So if you still review the plays and you take the weight room serious and stuff like that, sure. But when everybody gets up here, everybody has to put in the time and effort, and it's an even playing field.
Just tell us about your overall West Point experience. Shocking? Was there things that surprised you that you didn't know? How do you like it after 3 years?
It was a little surprising, just only because of the transition from civilian to military life. But my older brother went to the Naval Academy, and it's not the same thing, but it's pretty similar in certain ways. So I kind of knew some things to expect. It's definitely been challenging at times, but I like it, and I try to embrace it as much as I can, just because I know it's just helping mold me to be a better leader so I can help serve others.
Your brother name, and when did he go to Navy?
Cameron Morris, and he went, I think he graduated in 2016 from the academy.
So what's this family dynamic like? You know, having a brother from Navy.
You're right. And, I mean, he didn't play football or anything like that, but they love us both. You know, my family definitely likes to support and watch Army.
Does he admire what you're doing here?
Yes, sir. I really admire him though. More he set the way. I've always looked up to him, and he's doing great things now. He's a captain of the Marine Corps, so he's still leading and serving others.
Nice. All right. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.